Hey, welcome to the social space. This is the episode 13th. Is that lucky? Right, Lucky?
Ooh.
There we go.
Ooh,
I didn't think we were going to make it past 2.
And then you got on the set. Hey, I'm Eric Crossland, one of your hosts, fourth in popularity. I'm still going with that. To my left, our namesake, Jackie Hager.
Hello, sir.
Jackie, what's your maiden name, or would you not want to say that? Steinberger. So we were almost Steinberger Communications. I mean, not that you wouldn't have got married. I mean, it probably would have been something else. And to our left is Andrew Bell, 3 daughters.
Yes.
A wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only man in that house.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, thanks for still being on the show,
Yes.
Andrew. To my right, this show's all about flying, Jackie.
Yes.
And we got a real deal pilot, Captain
Yes.
Scott Spike Thomas. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So, Jackie, this is, your favorite topic. You want to start us
It
off?
is, because I fly Spike almost every Thursday when COVID is not happening. I'll be going to Maine in a couple of weeks, and I would think that flying is picking back up again. So you're an American Airlines pilot, so we thank you for joining us today. So as flights pick up again and more passengers decide to test the waters and get in the air, what words of wisdom or advice would you give them?
The biggest thing in today's environment is relax.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to see all these extra rules put on. You're going to see crowded airplanes. However, I will add that American Airlines has doubled our number of departures for July.
Wow.
So those airplanes that I was flying empty in April, I took 4 people to Cabo and brought 6 back.
Wow.
That's how skinny it got. And then as things opened back up, then flights were full. And then people were a little freaked out about being on a full flight, and you don't have social distancing. Well, if you're going to travel, that's something that is probably going to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
But our flight attendants and our companies are taking care of that by requiring masks.
You go.
Spike,
Pilot.
I'll be honest here. Flying scares me a little bit. I don't know why.
As does roller coasters.
As do roller coasters
You don't like being in
and
there.
snakes. But tell us like a good commercial pilot story that would never make me want to get on a plane again.
Luckily, I don't really have one.
Really?
Wow.
No. My background's in the military. So I flew, I went to the Air Force Academy. I went to pilot training here at Shepherd, where I met my bride, Kelly.
Oh, awesome.
And then I went off to fly F-16s, got to fly.
Is that accurate? I looked for
That's
a picture.
pretty close. It's pretty close, yeah. Bigger engines, though.
Okay.
So I got to fly in Desert Storm. Then we came back here. My father-in-law, Buddy Vice, had a heart transplant. And everybody loved that man. So we decided to be back close to home. Then we went back to the F-16 for a couple of tours, and then ended up back here 20 years ago.
Wow.
So all that flying I did made being an airline pilot the easiest job I've ever had. Now, I don't want to say that it's easy, but comparatively, it's an easier job than I've had before.
Yeah.
So the only thing that really changed was bigger airplanes and the responsibility of all the people that are in the back of this airplane. And I take it very seriously. So when I'm up there, and I think most pilots, if we're taking you on our airplane, we're flying it like our family is in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to cut corners safety-wise. I'm not going to push it through the weather.
Sure.
So I will try to get you there early if I can, but I'm not going to cut a corner, and I'm not going to take any unnecessary risks. And know that if, another gee whiz thing, if you see a pilot, they're not getting paid. Okay? So we get paid on an hourly rate, and we only get paid 80 hours or so a month, which is odd. It's like, if you only work 80 hours a month, well, no, because when you see us, we're not on the clock. So until the doors all closed and we push away from the gate, that's when our clock starts. When we park and set the brakes, that's when our clock stops.
That's interesting.
So it is interesting, and a lot of people don't know that, but just kind of a gee whiz thing. So if we're getting delayed on the ground and my cockpit door's open, I don't want to be there. So it's nothing that I'm doing to continue to delay a flight. I want to get out there off the gate as much as you do too.
Awesome. Scott, we're running a little short on time in this segment. Would you mind giving us a quick story from your Go Forward days? Would be that
quick story. This one gets long, and you can look it up.
Okay.
It's all online. So I had the, I don't know, it's fortunate or unfortunate experience to eject out of an airplane.
Oh, wow.
So in 1991, coming back from a combat mission, my engine just, I won't say what the term we use, my engine came apart and slowly just disintegrated, and eventually it was a flaming torch.
Wow.
So I...
What was going through your mind?
Training. An air flight and a roller coaster.
Training. Whoa. Anyone you ask, commercial, military, when things go south, you just fall back on your training. So that's all that happens. Some things I don't consciously remember doing, flipping switches, doing this, that, and the other, until it was time to get out, and I pulled the handle, and next thing I know, I'm in a parachute.
Wow.
On my first parachute ride ever.
Well, I did the parachute ride at Six Flags, so I kind of know what you've been through, Captain Thomas. Well, you know, that's just such a great story. This is going to air on 4th of July, and so, you know, thank you for your service over there, because when we're looking at that flag, which we're going to learn how to fold later on, we're going to all need to be thinking about all the freedoms we get for people like yourself that went out.
Well, thank you. It was my honor. I want you to, when you talk about folding the flag, know that there are 13 folds.
Yeah, he's going to explain all that to us.
In a flag.
We're going to get a lesson.
Okay, wait a minute. So what does 13 folds mean to you?
I'm also associated with Folds of Honor, if you'll look them up, okay? And they provide scholarships to the dependents of deceased and disabled military. And the founder was a student of mine at Shepherd Air Force Base.
Wow.
So it's connected, it's all connected here. And everything is based on the number 13, and each fold means something. So you'll get that with your next show, and it's fascinating because 99% of the people don't know what it all stands for.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. We have got to take a break. When we come back, we've got a flight attendant. Vicki Young is going to be here, and she's going to talk all about flying from a flight attendant's perspective. We'll be right back with the Social Space.
I'm Airman Jimenez. I want to give out a shout out to my whole family, and happy 4th of July.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Airman Azakar, and it sucks I can't be home for 4th of July, but I wish you guys the best. Say hello to my family for me. Love you guys.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Smith. Happy 4th of July. Shout out to all the families back home. Thank you so much for your support.
Hi, I'm Airman Keeley. Happy 4th of July to my family at home. I miss you. I love you.
I'm Lieutenant Pitts from Shepherd Air Force Base. Big shout out to my family back home for the 4th of July. My mother, Patricia Pitts. Can't wait to see you.
Well, I'm Airman Rear. I just want to give a shout out to my mom and dad back at home. Also my stepdad, my friends and family too. I just want to tell you guys I love you. Happy 4th of July.
Hey, welcome back to the Social Space, where Jackie just had a full-on talk show in the break.
Yes.
I'm Eric Crossland.
I'm Jackie Hager.
I'm Andrew Bell.
And now, sitting to my right, another person from this industry, flight attendant, Vicki Young. How you doing, Vicki?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, of course, Jackie. Once again, you're gonna get the lead on this show. You're the flyer.
I do fly. I think the most. I always say.
You're so fly.
I always say. I think every little girl wants to be a flight attendant sometime in her lifetime. But thank you so much, and I know that you're a flight attendant for Southwest Airlines.
I am.
And there are a lot of fans of Southwest Airlines out there.
We love our company.
Yeah, but the big question to me is, from a flight attendant's perspective, you guys probably have to shake your head sometimes. What kind of, especially coming out of COVID, and well, as we fly a little bit more, wisdom for passengers as we get on the plane through these times? What advice would you give?
I think maybe just to be patient and be. I think you're going to have to be filled with grace to fly right now because you absolutely cannot expect it to be like it has always been. It's not. This is uncharted territory for all of us, not only for the passengers but for the crew. We're not making the rules, and the people that are making the rules, we're just trying to keep you safe and keep us safe as well in this time of.
Hard times.
These hard times, yes.
We keep hearing.
So we see a lot of, there's a lot of things that are different now. Southwest is known for their customer service. I mean, that is a big thing for our company. And we're not able to give customer service like we know customer service. We can't interact with the passengers right now. They really don't want us to. They want us to keep our masks on. They want you to keep your mask on as a passenger. They don't want us serving you. We're allowed to serve you a cup of water and a snack right now, a prepackaged little snack. So, you know, we're known for customer service. We're known to be in the aisle, to be telling jokes, to be making funny PAs, to make your trip enjoyable. That's the personality of the people that Southwest Airlines normally hires. And so we're having to like stay back in the galley and just follow the rules like you are. You know, we're asking you to keep a middle seat between you if you can. Right now, we're not at capacity at all. Normally, a Southwest Airlines flight would be totally full. But I mean, they're just now maybe flying at 70% capacity, you know, from what we have always flown. I mean, it's still pretty dead. There's still, you know, a lot of flights that aren't full.
Yeah.
So.
Vicki, you've been with Southwest Airlines for 36 years.
Yes.
Why Southwest?
Well, when I was young and got hired, I was like 21 and 22, somewhere along in there, and that's who flew all over Texas. That's who everybody knew. That's what everybody talked about. That was the era. I got hired right at the era that hot pants went out. So I missed it by just a few months that I was going to have to wear hot pants.
So wait, I'm still wearing mine. Are you telling me I'm out of style?
No, stop, it's out of style. No. So literally that's, you know, and that's what Texas was known for, Southwest Airlines. We didn't fly much outside the border of Texas when I was hired. It was a very small company, very family-oriented company. You knew everybody. You knew all the pilots, you knew all the flight attendants. We had one base, and it was Dallas, Texas. So, yeah, that's why, I mean, I picked Southwest Airlines. And then once I went to work for Southwest, it's such a family-oriented company, even as big as we are now, because actually we're the biggest domestic carrier in the U.S. So there's a lot of airlines that are bigger than us, but in the U.S., we're the biggest domestic carrier. We're the most domestic flights in the U.S.
Oh,
I did not know that.
So being the biggest, I'm sure you have a crazy story from all the flights you've flown. You got one you can share with us?
I have a lot, but I know that you don't want me to stay here all day long, so I will tell you one.
Your best one.
Yes, the best one that I have is I was based in Phoenix at the time, and I was trying to get home from work. I was commuting to Phoenix, and I lived in West Texas at the time, and I was trying to get back from Phoenix to El Paso to Midland. And Midland, of all places, fogged in, which is unusual if you know West Texas. There's not a bit of humidity or anything out there. So the fact that it was fogged in was really unique. But we get to El Paso and we're delayed, one of those rolling delays that you were talking about, Jackie. And so the station manager of El Paso came and said, look, we're going to rent a Greyhound bus and we're going to take these people on a Greyhound bus from El Paso to Midland. But we're full. Because the airplane was full, had 137 people on it. We can't put that many people on, so we're going to take like 60 people. We're going to put them on this bus, and we'll let you go, as if you will go as a liaison, and you will serve all the people on the bus. We'll put a liquor kit on there. We'll put you a tub of ice. We'll put you a sleeve of cups. If you will serve the passengers on the bus on the drive to Midland, we'll let you go. And of course I was like, yes, yeah, sure, I want to do that because I wanted to go home. So we drove all night long from El Paso to Midland. We got to Midland about 4:30 in the morning. And there was, of course, no one at the airport. It was shut down. Midland is a small little airport anyway. And so myself and one other ticket agent they had sent all the bags of all the people on the Greyhound bus. So we proceeded to unload all the bags. So I was not only a Greyhound server, but I was the baggage handler as well. So got all the bags off, and then there was a stranded family. So after that, I drove the stranded family 2 hours home. There was a family who was going to visit grandparents, and their grandparents had waited at the airport and had been told that the flight was canceled. So the grandparents went back home and left the mom, dad, and 2 small children. They had already been up all night with these 2 little kids, and there was no transportation there, and I was like, I have a Suburban, jump in. So they jumped in my Suburban, and I took them to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and then I went on home, and I think I pulled into Sweetwater maybe about 9:30 in the morning. So.
God, what a shift.
Wow.
How was your day?
It was, because I had flown all day anyway as a working flight attendant, and then I was commuting home, but I did get the Winning Spirit Award from Herb Kelleher because of it. So,
wow.
That's
awesome. I got runner-up for COVID-19 employee in this house.
You were a nominee.
Runner-up is what I said. So not even runner-up?
Yeah. So that great customer service probably rolls over into your new adventure. You have a boutique in Parker Square.
I do.
Right beside our client Frank and Joe's, called Tootsie Lou's Boutique.
Yes, please come and see me. Yes, I'd love it. And I love for people to come in and visit with me. So yes, we were open 2 weeks before COVID hit. Thank you, COVID. Yeah. And then we got a 2-month hiatus. So yes, but we're back going full strong. So
go check her out. It's women's clothing, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll be there shopping for I don't know who. All right, we'll be right back with more of the social space.
Aaron Catrion. I want to shout out to my mom, saying I miss you, I love you, I'll be home soon.
Hello, I'm Emery Steele. Shout out to my mom and my sisters and my dad. I love y'all, and happy 4th of July.
It's Airman Broge, and I just want to wish my family back at home a happy 4th of July. Miss y'all. Love y'all.
I'm Aaron First Class Quinn. Shout out to Dylan. Good luck in your powerlifting meet, and have a happy 4th of July.
You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there's an insurance company based far away whose job is to minimize your losses in order to maximize their profits and executive bonuses. If you or someone you know in our community is injured in an accident, it's our job to help. And let's just say we take it seriously.
The Altman Legal Group has been based right here in our community for over 40 years. Fighting for folks injured in our community is all we do, and we are proud of what we do. And for us, it's serious.
The Clinics of North Texas is proud to provide video and phone visits to help you get the care you need when and where you need it. Telehealth is now available with most providers. Please call your physician's office today.
Hi, I'm Airman Bros, so shout out my mom and my dad. Miss them. Can't wait to come home.
Hello, I'm Airman Powell. I want to wish my wife Tatum a happy 4th of July and my 2 kids, Emerson and Madeline.
I'm Airman Estrada. I want to give a shout out to my family. I love y'all. Happy 4th of July.
Hey, my name is Airman Swaim. Just wanted to say happy 4th of July to my family in North and South Carolina. I hope you guys have a great one.
Hello, I'm Tech Sergeant Ragus Taylor. I just want to give a shout out to my mom, Michelle Ragus, and happy 4th of July to all my family in Port South, Louisiana.
Hi, we're back to the social space. Brittany Douglas is here.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Man, you know we're still here. Hey guys, it's discussion topic time.
Okay.
Are we ready? 4th of July themed discussion topics. Does your family have any 4th of July traditions? I've met a lot of your family, Andrew. Do they? Do y'all?
Oh yeah. Well, are you talking about me and my girls, or are you talking about just my family? Okay. I'll just get into it. Okay. So when we were little, we would go to the lake for the 4th of July, and we would do our own little fireworks show. My dad was really big into safety. We always had to have a big pail of water while we were doing the fireworks and all that kind of stuff.
So you watched last week's show?
Huh?
So you watched last week's show?
Oh yeah, of course. He's real into safety. But now that I have children, you know, I kind of always want to start a new tradition of barbecuing, hanging out. I'm not super into fireworks, whatever. We can go to a fireworks show, but at least have some pool time, barbecue, and just hang out as a family and have fun. So,
nice. Love it. Jackie?
No.
Y'all don't have any?
Not really. I mean, we milk cows. And so, no, I mean, we cook out.
Yeah.
But pretty much, we just lay low and feed the cows.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it, Brittany.
Well, we either go to the lake or we go to my parents and swim in their pool in their backyard. We don't do any fireworks. I'm actually pretty scared of fireworks.
The sound frightens you?
No, not that. I'm scared of setting off fireworks, I should say.
Yeah.
That's very scary to me. But we'll do sparklers and things like that, but nothing too intense or just kind of laid back.
I'm with all of y'all on that. I'm not that big into fireworks either. We got a big old non-explosion crew here.
You should show that time that we blew up that pie with fireworks.
I will. I'll lay that over.
Yes.
And then on mine, I don't think it was a 4th of July tradition, but we just ended up at a little lake outside of Austin called Inks Lake, INKS, around 4th of July. And there's these big boulder rocks you can jump off of. And this was in the 8mm film days. And we would record, we would record each other jumping off. And then, months later when we would get the film developed, there used to be a thing called film, Brittany.
Yeah, I know about film.
And we would watch it in reverse. And we just loved as kids watching us shoot out of the water in reverse.
That's cool.
Oh, we loved it. I could overlay a little bit of that too. All right, guys, it's going to be a short segment this one because we got to get to some flag folding. But we do have one more discussion topic. If you could invent a new holiday, what would it be, Jackie?
So I think they do this in Italy, I think. So correct me if I'm wrong. We're in August. Everybody takes almost the whole month of August off and take long naps in the afternoon.
Oh, so we're going to do that? Take August off?
I'm kind of thinking that would be fun if the United States took August off, but you have to do something fun with it.
We already took March and April off.
Yeah, I know.
That was no holiday, though.
I know.
Andrew, go ahead.
I would love it if it chilled.
I'm with that one. So far I like Jackie's.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What about hot wing holiday?
Oh.
I love hot wings.
I do too, but I'm still thinking of the month. For a day, yeah. For a day, there you go.
Just one day.
Just one day.
Remember how toilet paper was missing at the beginning of COVID?
Oh.
I think after your holiday. Brittany.
I think we need to have grandparents' weekend where we just take the grandkids over to their house for the whole weekend so they can just love on the grandkids all weekend.
Yes.
All weekend.
I was going to say, this sounds more
Friday
like
at
get rid of the
8
kids
a.m.
weekend.
Till Monday? Friday till Monday?
Yes, that sounds great.
By the way,
I like that holiday.
We're waiting on a video of your son to play on a bumper.
Yes, I'll get one.
Okay. Mine would be called Service Industry Switcheroo, which anyone who's not worked in the service industry is forced to work in the service industry.
That's a good one.
Wait tables, and you get waited on, and you have to serve all of us that did wait tables, and I guess you could probably throw retail in there, and we're just going to give it to you. Just like you gave it to us. So there you go.
Yeah, if you work in food service, you can work in any.
Or retail.
I tell you,
Yes.
waiting tables and bartending, physically and mentally, still to this day, the hardest jobs I ever did. It's just hard. There you go.
Hey, do you know how to milk a cow?
I mean, I've seen it done.
We'll take you there next. See how that compares with bartending. Cow milking.
All right, so picture while you're milking the cow, the cow's going, "You're doing a terrible job. I want a new milker." All right, Brittany, thanks for joining us for this segment. We're going to have you stick around. Can we mic it? We can get another mic on Carl to show us how to, and the other. We'll figure it out.
We're going to fold a flag.
Someone's going to show us it's Carl Watson's going to show us the proper way to fold an American flag.
I just yawned a lot.
During 4th of July, and we will be right back with that.
Welcome back to the social space in honor of July 4th. We've asked our good friend Carl Watson to be here. Carl, every American should know how to fold the American flag. I think it's an honor. And so we are just excited that you're here to help us do that. Show us how to fold that flag.
Well, Jackie, there's a lot online about flag etiquette. It's very important that you take care of the American flag. Folding is part of it. You shouldn't fly it at night unless it's lit. It should be in the prominent position when it's mounted. And the Texas flag can be at the same level, which is kind of neat.
Really?
But look it up, including, as Spike said earlier, the 13 reasons behind the folds.
Okay.
So let's just fold the flag. It's very easy. Spread it out like that.
Got it.
Stars down. The guy on this end does all the work. So all you have to do is hold it carefully because you don't want the flag to drop.
Okay.
Fold it in half.
Got it.
Pull it tight. Stars on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Half again. Stars up. And just make sure it's straight. All you got to do is hold it.
Okay.
So then there's 13 folds, and each one of them are crisp. And this is very important for very solemn occasions, like funerals. Very important. It's done with a lot of dignity, slowly. It's very important to the loved one whose loved one probably died defending the flag. So it's a very important part of flag etiquette. So we'll just do the triangle fold. Why the triangle fold, you might ask? Because tradition shows that it went in the triangle hat box.
Oh, really?
So then you just take this part and tuck it in. And you'll see videos where they're really solemn and a lot slower than we're doing here. Make sure all the red's covered up, turn and present it.
That's beautiful. And there
American
you have.
flag.
That's how you fold the American flag. Happy July 4th to everyone. Thank you for joining us. And that's it for the social space.